Hey, do you need to get 50 in PTE or IELTS 6 for your visa purposes as soon as possible? Here's the step-by-step formula on how you can achieve the score easily by focusing on the most important tasks. Many people don't know that 20% of questions in PTE give you 80% of the mark. So as long as you understand the structure of the test and fulfill the basic of those questions like the word limit and the right number of sentences, you only need to focus on these 4 questions. Here are the things you need to focus on: speaking fluency or reading aloud and repeat sentence, and their content. Fill in the blanks in reading both types, and write from dictation in listening. You have to understand what is the exam structure and the exam pattern. Let me give you the step-by-step exactly what you need to get the bare minimum in each one of those questions to get 50 plus in PT. Here's number 1. Focus on memorizing templates for describe image and retell lecture. The reason why it's very important is that you need to maintain your fluency to be able to talk for 30 to 35 seconds continuously, non-stop, without major pauses. For people who need 50, this is quite difficult if you need to think of a proper grammar and vocabulary on the spot. So by memorizing the template, you'll be able to be very fluent when you speak without any long pauses or stress. Number 2, you need to practice read aloud daily, minimum of 20 questions per day, which only takes around 10 minutes. For instance, in a practice platform, when students do read aloud, you get them score for their content, which goes to reading, and their fluency, which gives points for speaking. So, for example, in our platform here, when you practice read aloud, you need to be getting a minimum of 3, but ideally 3.5 out of 5 for both content and fluency. For repeat sentence, it might be overwhelming, but here's what you can do. You'll be getting at least 4 to 5 correct words in sequence, meaning without adding, without skipping anything. So you'd be getting 4 to 5 words in sequence, and you maintain your fluency for the rest of the sentence. You see, we have lots of video in our TikTok and YouTube on how to exactly do that. So make sure to check out those videos, okay? Let's have number 3. You have to practice real exam questions for the 2 types of fill in the blanks in reading. Again, on our platform, we have almost thousands of questions that come from PTE and from students. And it's very important to practice the real exam questions because this is how you get familiar with the vocabulary that they will ask you in PTE. Academic words are very difficult and uncommon words, and your goal is to get a minimum of 50% of fill in the blanks correctly. That means you need to get 2 out of 4 or 3 out of 5 or 3 out of 6 on average. And that's it. You don't need to worry too much about multiple choice and reorder paragraphs. And we are down to our last step, write from dictation and listening. In all of our videos, we keep talking about how writing from dictation is the most important question in the whole exam. So in order to get 50, and this will gonna help you in both listening and writing, make sure you're getting minimum 1 dictation out of 3 or 4, 100% correct. Or you're getting 2 of them out of 3 or 2 of them out of 4, for you're only catching the first 4 to 5 correct words in sequence. Now, to make this easier for you, write from dictations come repeated from the practice materials in the exam. So just like in our platform, the more dictations you practice, the more of them you'll be repeated in the test, and you just need to get 1 of them correct. You don't need to worry about all of them. And of course, keep in mind to keep watching our videos to make sure you know exactly how much time you need to spend in each questions in listening, so you don't actually miss dictation. So, as a recap, first, make sure to watch the videos from our YouTube channel to have an overview of the exam pattern and exam structure. You can see the video right here. Then, memorize templates for describe image and retell lecture, where you can see more information, again, from our YouTube channel. Secondly, make sure you'll get at least 3 or 3.5 out of 5 in read aloud content and read aloud fluency when you practice, and you'll get 4 to 5 correct words in sequence in repeat sentences. Thirdly, you're at least getting half of the fill in the blanks correctly in reading. Finally, you're saving enough time for dictation, you've practiced in dictation, and you're getting at least 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4 perfect, or 2 of them half right. Okay? So if you need help, as usual, make sure to send us a message and reach out so that we can help you to pass your exam with the help of extra materials, practice platform, mock tests, and classes. Okay, that's it for today. Again, I'm Zaf from Dream English. See you in our next video.